Assalamualaikum and hi. So this one is chapter 16, carbonyl compound. So carbonyl compound consists of two class of compound which are aldehyde and ketone. So in this video, I'm going to cover for these two subtopics 16.1 and 16.2, Introduction and Nomenclature of Carbonyl Compound. Then for 16.3 and 16.4, okay, we will discuss in our lecture and tutorial online. So learning outcome for these two subtopic. Okay, give general formula for aldehyde and ketone. We have aldehyde with H, so meaning R, C double bond O and H. So remember untuk aldehyde ada H, so endingnya H. So ketone R, C double bond O, R. So general formula for ketone RC double bond OR. So ketone with no H, so ending with R. Okay, B, give the structure formula and name for this carbonyl compound. So from general functional group for carbonyl, C double bond O, and general formula CnH2nO. So we have aldehyde and ketone isomer for each other. Okay, isomer meaning same general formula. Okay, so this compound are polar compound. Okay, because we have different electronegativity between C and O in carbonyl. So C partially positive and O partially negative. Okay, so this one we will cover in our tutorial and lecture class. Aldehyde is more reactive towards nucleophilic addition. So we know that partially negative and partially positive side of C double bond O. Okay, this one is electrophilic side. Okay, because lack of electron in C double bond O. So sini C double bond O partially positive. So apa yang berlaku ialah nucleophile will attack this side. So in this reaction dia ialah nucleophilic addition. So this double bond nanti dia akan break. Okay, dia akan form single bond. So aldehyde because dia ada one hydrogen more reactive, okay, towards nucleophilic addition. So aldehyde RC double bond O H. Okay, R can be alkyl group or aryl meaning aryl benzene ring, ataupun yang simplest aldehyde if R is hydrogen, so it will become methanol. And for ketone, the general formula RC double bond OR. Okay, same goes here. R can be alkyl or aryl, tapi R tak boleh hydrogen because kalau hydrogen nanti dia akan jadi aldehyde. So naming for aldehyde. So aldehyde meaning kita ada al. So ending untuk semua naming dia akan ending with al di hujung tu. So depends on how many carbon. Okay, so basic name depends on the longest continuous carbon chain including CHO, including functional group C double bond OH. So kita akan start numbering daripada functional group C double bond OH. Disebabkan aldehyde tu hujungnya mesti ada hydrogen. So selalunya memang aldehyde ni akan bermula daripada hujung chain. Okay, for example here we have methanol, the simplest aldehyde, one carbon. Okay, actually daripada methane, so ubah hujungnya ane kepada al, so methanol. Common name formaldehyde. So ini kamu selalu dengar formaldehyde, methanol. Okay, then two carbon of aldehyde. So first carbon start with C double bond O. Okay, second carbon CH3. So two carbon is ethanol. Three carbon propanol. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so ini common name for aldehyde. Okay, same goes here, butanol. Okay, this one pentanol. Okay, so kalau untuk benzene ring attached to aldehyde C double bond OH, C double bond O will become a parent name. So parent name yang satu carbon namanya methanol, dan kita ada satu substituent benzene ring attached to this carbon. So 1 phenyl methanol ataupun without one pun boleh. And common name benzaldehyde. For example, for this exercise 1, okay, for this one we have 2 carbon of aldehyde. So C double bond OH is an aldehyde, and carbon number 2 attached to benzene ring as a substituent. So benzene ring as a substituent we call as phenyl. So 2 phenyl ethanol, 2 carbon of aldehyde ethanol. So this one, longest continuous carbon chain including carbon double bond. So between aldehyde C double bond OH and double bond carbon double bond. Okay, according to our table of priority, so we have higher priority for aldehyde to become a functional group compared than alkene. Okay, so we start numbering from right hand side. So this one, first carbon, second, third and fourth. So double bond attached to carbon number 3. So 4 carbon, good. So we can write as 3-butenal. Al meaning aldehyde, butene, E, bute, E meaning carbon-carbon double bond. Ataupun we can also write as but-3-enal. Okay, for C, we have 2 functional group, aldehyde, C double bond OH and also OH, alcohol. So between alcohol, okay, alcohol number 6 and aldehyde, so aldehyde will become the parent name. So kita akan start numbering from right hand side. So longest continuous carbon chain yang including functional group, so 1, 2, 3 and 4. So carbon number 2 we have ethyl, carbon number 3 we have alcohol as a substituent, hydroxy. Yes, so 2 ethyl and hydroxy. Yang ni E, so this one hydroxy H. So E dulu. So 2 ethyl, 3 hydroxy, 4 carbon, butanal. Okay, and last one we have carbon-carbon double bond functional group, ada halogen, ada aldehyde. So which one become a parent name? So according to this table, aldehyde lah. So aldehyde will become the parent name, okay, compared to carbon double bond dan juga halogen. Okay, actually halogen yang paling bawah sekali untuk jadi parent name. So kita akan start numbering from here, carbon 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So longest continuous carbon 6. Carbon number 3 ada, okay, this one cyclopentane, pentyl, PNTYL. So this one bromo, alphabet B, ini C. So this one alkene, carbon number 5. So we have bromo dulu. So 4 bromo, B, 3 cyclopentyl. Okay, longest carbon 6. So hex, carbon number 5 ada double bond. So 5 hexenal. So then we are proceed to, so for ketone, the name, the IUPAC name for ketone will ending with ONE, on. So the one with on at the end of the name dia akan jadi ketone lah. So sama juga kamu kita cari longest continuous carbon chain, ANA with ONA. So the simplest ketone ialah propanol. Okay, because ketone we need R on the right and left hand side of the carbon chain. So yang ini yang paling simple, propanol. So this one butane change to butanol. So 4 carbon of ketone. Cyclopentane, so cyclic compound, so tukar jadi cyclopentanol. So disebabkan dia ialah functional group yang jadi parent name, so kita akan cari longest continuous carbon chain dan numberkan dia supaya dia dapat lowest number as possible. So for example here we number the chain start from right hand side. So we have 2, carbon number 2. Okay, kalau yang merah tu dia dapat carbon number 4. So 2 pentanol. Okay, this one is several example for ketone and its common name. So we have propanon, yang simplest ketone tadi. Then common name acetone. Acetone ni kita selalu dengar kan, acetone. Okay, then butanon. Okay, so for common name semua pun dia jadi substituent. So sebelah kiri dengan sebelah kanan jadi substituent. Endingnya dengan ketone. So one carbon, left hand side methyl, left hand side methyl, right hand side ethyl. So methyl ethyl ketone. So ketone C double bond O. So this one right hand side methyl, left hand side methyl, right hand side 3 carbon propyl. So in the middle ketone. So methyl propyl ketone. Okay, actually kita tengok IUPAC lah yang lebih senang kan. So pentan 2 on or 2 pentanon refer to carbon double bond yang ada functional group. So longest continuous carbon is 5. Okay, yang tadi ialah 2 pentanon. So this one is 3 pentanon, carbon double bond. Okay, change to carbon in the middle. Okay, so for this one kita ada benzene as a substituent, namanya phenyl. So phenyl attached to 2 carbon of ketone, iaitu ethanol. So this one 2 phenyl akan jadi diphenyl. So carbon double bond hanya ada consist of 1 carbon, so methanol. So diphenyl methanol. Try this exercise for naming of ketone. So here we have 1, 2, 3 because C double bond O still attached to carbon number 2. So cyclopentyl carbon number 1. So 1 cyclopentyl, carbon number 2 ada double bond O. So 2 propanon. Okay, then B. So we have longest continuous carbon chain. So sama macam yang atas. So let's start with here. So 1, 2, 3. So double bond, carbon double bond and cyclopentyl dua-duanya attached to first carbon. So 1 cyclopentyl, 1 propanon. Yang tadi tu ialah 2 propanon. So the third one, tak ada substituent, more substituent. So remember this one akan sentiasa jadi first carbon. So kalau dia clockwise, 1, 2, 3, 3 isopropyl. So kalau anti-clockwise, dia akan jadi 3 methyl. So between 3 methyl and 3 isopropyl, which one first? Yes, isopropyl I, alphabet I. So dia akan jadi dulu. So lowest number because yang ini ialah M. 4, 5. So 3 isopropyl, 5 methyl. So this one cyclic of ketone, cyclo 6 carbon hexanon. The next one, okay, for question D. So first carbon here attached to phenyl and also C double bond O. So second carbon here and third carbon here. So longest continuous carbon is 3. So carbon number 1 we have phenyl. On phenyl, so carbon number 1 also we have double bond. So 1 propanon. E, so double bond and carbon double bond and C double bond O. So between these two, ketone will become the functional group. So kita akan dapatkan ketone lowest number as possible. So we start numbering from left hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So ketone carbon number 3, carbon number 4, alkene. So 6 hex, 4 in, 3 on. Okay, because for carbon number 4 we have double bond and carbon number 3 we have ketone. So 3 on, 4 in. F. So F we have, actually yang ni ialah symmetrical compound. So kita start numbering from left ataupun right hand side, we get the same number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So bromine carbon number 1 and 5. So 1, 5 dibromo. Carbon number 2 and 4 we have dione. So longest carbon is 5. So pentan 2 for dione. And the last one, cyclic for ketone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 methyl cyclohexane 1, 3 dione. Okay, so that's all for 16.1 and also 16.2. Thank you.